Is a sky full of lighters.
Welcome back. You're watching The Project.
And now to our feature story tonight. One wrong decision on our roads can change a person's life in an instant. Just ask the family in this next story. They've been touched by road trauma, not once, but 4 times.
Matt was my sister's boyfriend. We saw his car on the news.
I then rang the Bacchus Marsh police station just to, hopefully for them to say, no, it can't be your girls, it's not them.
There's so much fear that something had actually happened. There was so much fear.
The accident happened around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And so it wasn't until about 7, 8 o'clock that we got an officer come to the door.
There's nothing like that feeling. It's like, it's almost undescribable.
On New Year's Day, 1997, a horror smash took the lives of Chris's teenage daughters, Wendy and Melissa Latimer.
There's not a sentence or a paragraph I could use to describe the emptiness. There was just, they'd been ripped away from me.
But the carnage on our roads was to bring more suffering for Chris. In 2007, while on holiday, she received another call. This time, it was her son.
We'd only been in India for 2 days and got the call that Grant had been in an accident.
There was 4 of us in the car and, we were speeding. The car rolled about 10 times and we didn't hit anything, but we were going so fast that it just tore the car to pieces.
His best mate was killed in the crash. And while Grant still bears the physical scars from the night, his mental scars are what caused the most damage.
About 6 months after the accident, I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder.
By 2009, he was starting to get himself out of it and pull himself together. And then we got the next call.
This time, Chris's youngest daughter, Nikki, was a passenger in a speeding car that slammed into a roundabout.
Your heart stops and the world stops and you just can't imagine it happening again.
Nikki sustained horrific head injuries.
She only had a 25% chance of survival. And then it was a waiting game. And Nikki was in a vegetative state for 3 months. And then it got to a point where they realised that Nikki wasn't going to improve.
After Nikki's accident, Chris cried every day for 2 years. Her youngest child, brain damage and confined to a wheelchair for the rest of her life, now receives around-the-clock care.
Why have my children had to suffer? Why have they been in a position where they've all been passengers? But every one of those drivers that were in the car, they didn't wake up that morning and say, I'm going to kill my girlfriend. I'm going to destroy my best mate's life.
While our road toll is decreasing, there's another toll we rarely hear about. Those left behind with a debilitating injury. Latest figures show that 1 year alone, almost 5,000 people suffered a disability after a car accident, and a further 27,000 were hospitalised. In that year, road trauma cost the nation $27 billion.
The surgeons and the doctors and the specialists and the therapists and the carers, this is the hidden cost. These are the things that people don't see.
And the Latimer family want to get their story out so no one has to go through the pain they'll endure for a lifetime.
We can be the person to ask our mate to slow down. We can be the person that doesn't get in the car with a drink driver or not be that drink driver. It has to happen at an individual level. That's the only way behaviours will change.
This is horror. People that you love just don't fade away. This is a horrible way to die. And I don't want anyone else to go through this.
Sometimes I think that I know.
That's too sad, isn't it? Much too sad. You'd wonder what you'd done to deserve that much pain,
It's incredibly
wouldn't you?
unfair. But for Chris and her son to be able to speak out, and very
brave.
powerful message.
Yeah. All right, for more information about road trauma support services, go to our website.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment.